We're about to hit it.
Okay, I got you.
It's going live. Welcome to the Poke Tea Time podcast, where we serve you up a cup of hot takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community. I'm not Shivam, and my co-host. Who's my co-host? What's your name?
Sorry, I'm using Pokemon.
Simp.
Plain old. Don't talk about it. I'm about to show something to everybody that you're gonna regret. You're gonna regret saying that word. You're
What's
gonna
going on,
mad
guys?
regret saying that word.
This is the Poke Tea Time podcast, where we serve you up a cup of hot takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community, and we like to make you guys laugh. We like to inform you guys on what's going on in the Pokemon community. Try to do it in the most lightweight possible. Whether it's the market, whether it's just talking about what we really enjoy, what's going on in our personal lives, maybe just a little bit of our personal lives. We try not to let you guys know everything, because we ain't trying to get exposed. Well, I'm not trying to get exposed here. Yizzy's always here trying to expose me, and I don't appreciate it.
All the time. And that's mainly because you think your thumbnails are fire. But we all know Yizzy Pokemon's thumbnails are better than Shiv's.
Guys, in the chat right now, if you can, if you've been following the podcast for quite some time now, and you've seen the new the old thumbnails on this channel, like the beginning thumbnails where we use memes, guys, I really want to know what your opinion is on the actual.
Do you like the new style thumbnail, like right now, or you like the meme ones that?
Yeah, did you guys appreciate the meme ones? Because like basically almost all the thumbnails that I've done on this channel have been mostly me. I think maybe not. I think earlier on it was probably Yizzy, but I think where I started was basically the meme ones, and then from there on up I made the thumbnails. So I want to know what your thoughts are. What's more appealing? What's gonna make you click more? So that's what I really want to know. Like, I think Yizzy and I we literally had an hour-long conversation on what thumbnails work and what don't work. And Yizzy's like, man, I'm the expert. And I'm like, man,
I didn't say I was the expert.
You said you were the expert, and I said I was the TikTok star. So
no, I said I was the master. A little bit. You're the student.
Oh yeah, I'm the student. But just to kind of get an overview of what's going on today, Yizzy, what are we talking about this evening?
So today we're gonna talk about, is Japanese cards underrated? Are they overrated? No. And then our second topic is gonna be, are breakers hurting the Pokemon community?
Spicy.
TCG. Spicy. And then we're gonna end on a sleeper of the week, and then we're gonna deuce out. Boom.
Yeah, I was also thinking, I want to know.
And guess who always comes up with the topics?
You actually came up with both topics today, so I'm heavily impressed.
Is there
open mouth thumbnails? Are we about to do the open mouth thumbnails, Yizzy?
Oh yeah, if we have to.
Yeah, we should do open mouth thumbnails. No, hey, nothing wrong with that. If that's how you get your bread and butter, go ahead. I mean, if there's content creators in here who do that, no hate. It's just a joke. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try not say a lot. I know I said it a lot already in this podcast, but last podcast I did a really good job about it. I know people were criticizing that, and I'll take that constructive. I'll take that in a positive light. Yizzy, what's going on in your life, man?
What's going on in my life?
Yeah.
I can't talk about, because I don't know if I want to tell anybody about it. Oh. But I bought a card, or a Grail card.
How much did it burn your wallet for?
That's what I don't want to tell people. I don't want to tell people that.
How much it cost
I want to tell people what it is. I don't want to tell anybody nothing.
You don't even want to tell people how much money you spent.
Nothing.
Dang, you won't even give these guys a hint?
It's a Grail card. That's the biggest hint you can get. That's the biggest hint you can ask. I don't want people to look at me differently,
Look.
I'm embarrassed for myself for buying this card.
What? I would not be embarrassed. I would be literally flexing. I mean, Yizzy's gonna make a TikTok about that. But how's Zuko doing?
Zuko's good. He's very, very hyper. He can't control his bladder sometimes when he gets too happy. He's a very happy dog, very hyper. He definitely needs to get fixed. I need to cut his balls off so he can calm down. And I hope y'all are not against that, but it just has to happen. It just has to happen.
You gotta let a man live, man.
I know. I'll give him a couple more months,
You were taking his manhood away, man. You can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Hate to
then
see it.
yeah,
Hate to see it.
hate to see that happen. What's new in your life? You been simping on anything yet?
Oh,
I mean sipping, sipping on anything yet?
mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, what you simping, simping, sipping on? What are you sipping on?
Okay. Just for clarity, guys,
Mm.
I am not super public about who I simp on. I keep that to myself and to my friends, and that's really it. I'm not gonna go.
So don't
I'm
tell
not gonna
anybody.
go any further than that. I'm not gonna go any further than that. I know Yizzy has exposed me multiple times already on this podcast. It's not
No, I
okay,
have not. I would
bro.
never
Get
ever do
out of
that.
here.
Huh?
Get out of
Ever,
here. What?
ever.
Bro, when you were exposing me like 2 podcasts ago, like literally
All
basic
I
trainer
asked
in
is if you've
chat,
been to
basic trainer
California.
in the
Okay.
chat figured out who. Like he
No, I
figured it.
asked if you've been to California. Have you been to Los Angeles? I asked if you've been to San Diego.
Stop.
And what? I'm listing cities.
Chill.
I'm seeing if you've been to like a LA Clippers game. Come on, dude. But
Yizzy.
what?
This man, guys. This man out here trying to ruin my life. It is not okay. Who's texting me?
Who's texting you? Oh, is it that person?
No, it was. I get
Yeah.
automated text messages from Gary V.
Oh, I got you.
Because I'm
No,
on
but
like
what I was asking is, you never answered the question what you're simping on. I mean, sipping, sipping, SIPPI. What are you sipping on? You let the chat know?
I'm sipping on rain right now. It's not my favorite.
Oh,
It's not my favorite
what
pre-workout.
flavor?
This is razzleberry. The store that I normally I usually get the gummy bear one, the white gummy bear. That's
Huh?
my favorite. But
Oh, oh, that one's.
yeah, that one's chef's
I don't.
kiss. That one's chef's
That is
kiss.
just kiss.
But typically I don't really like I'm really I like rain, but it doesn't have any beta alanine. I don't think. Yeah, it doesn't.
About.
So like
Stop
typically
speaking
speaking at the
gibberish.
gym, I drink bucked up because it has that beta alanine in it, and it only has 250 milligrams of caffeine. This one doesn't have that.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Um,
Hey, what's going on, Rob?
yeah. Yeah, okay, you want to get started into like the conversation and I don't want to I ain't trying to expose
Yeah,
anybody.
but fix your camera, bro. You're blurry as hell.
There.
Amateur hour, man. It's like this guy. You're still
Nah.
blurry.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. On my OBS setting, you look blurry.
What the heck?
I don't know what it is. Oh, there you
No,
go.
I
Now you're
should.
focused. Now you're focused. Amateur hour. It's like this guy has
No, it's
never.
'cause when I get too close, when I get too close to the camera. Oh
No,
no,
you're
it
still
got more
clear as
clear.
day, man. You're
Dang.
still clear.
It's
Your autofocus probably got stuck or something. Who knows?
mm,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Gotcha.
mean, what do you simping on? Sipping.
I'll show you. I'll show it's in my DMs. You want me to show you?
I swear. Man, who the heck?
What?
Oh,
I'm
my phone vibrated again. It's okay.
I'm
Go
saying
ahead.
it's in my DMs. I can show you if you want me to.
If you're exposing me,
You asked what I was simping on. Oh wait, wait. Did you say simping or sipping? It's a.
both.
Oh, I'm sipping on coffee.
Okay.
Pikachu mug.
Yeah.
But if you want to show you what I'm simping on, I can show you in my phone. It's in my Instagram DMs.
Well, is it gonna expose me?
What do you mean expose you? I'm just saying it's in
Just
my
answer the
DMs.
question. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Huh? What do you mean expose you?
Why would it be in your DMs?
Because somebody sent it to me.
Is that somebody me?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, then never mind. Forget it. Let's get right into the nitty gritty. Is Japanese card slept on? What's your thoughts, Izzy?
My thoughts. It's very unique. It's a very unique situation. So let's kind of give like a history and a quick background. Most people know that are in the chat, but for the new viewers and new people, we know that of course the original print in terms of like vintage, if we're talking about vintage, is that they printed out first. So it came out first. Most of the sets have guaranteed hollows, and if you see in the English set, the hollow hits are one in every third pack.
Right.
As far as production value, goes, not production value, but quality control,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot better than the English. You can't breathe on it, and all of a sudden, bam, 50 million scratches.
Yeah.
As far as grading goes. But because of some of those factors, then you'll probably list more before I toss you it. They're easier to grade, and there's more out there. But that's the original country with the original text. And undervalued, they've been costing a lot less than the actual its English counterpart.
Mm-hmm.
And so when people think of undervalued, you're thinking like Charizard. Okay, can we use Charizard? What can we use for example? What would you say a ratio of the prices? Maybe like a third of the price. Like a Japanese pack, maybe right now a Japanese cost around 400, maybe 500, and the English one is easily like $600, $700 a pack.
Mm.
So those are kind of like the ratio we're looking at.
Mm.
When we think of undervalued, there's also some cards which I know you'll be touching on. It's actually exclusively for Japanese, such as the McDonald's promo.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have like the Versus series. Is my camera still on? It is. The Versus series. You also have what else do you have? Help me out here.
You have the Versus series. You have the McDonald's promos. You have the Poncho Pikachu cards. You have
Pikachu.
the Mario Luigi promos. You have the specific Pokemon Center cards. As far as that goes, there's so many different Pokemon like the Tag Team All Star set. There's so much Japanese exclusive cards out there.
Japanese All Stars. That's
Koro
a
Koro,
recent
that's a good
modern
one.
one.
Yeah.
Mm.
So like there's
Kuro
a wide
Kuro
range
Mew.
of stuff. So like keep going.
Oh yeah, Kuro. That's a beautiful example. During the Neo Destiny, we're so used to the Shining Charizard, Shining Noctowl, Shining. What do you laugh at?
Nothing. My best friend's in here. He's saying Shivam paid my student loans off.
Oh. And then one that wasn't printed was the Kuro Mew that was exclusively in the magazine, and that is the first Shining Mew, which I can bring it on screen if you
Go
want.
ahead,
If you
go
want
ahead.
to.
We're gonna have a
Okay,
little show and tell time. This guy.
so
Never
Kuro Mew, here it is. It came out in this little pamphlet right here,
Yeah.
stuck inside of a magazine that you rip out, and then it opens up from the inside, and then you pull out this beautiful thing. It is a Kuro Mew Shining Mew. It has a unique gloss on the outside, and it was only attainable from that magazine. And
Yeah.
it was not ever released in the English series. I'm also selling this if anybody wants to buy it, because I need to be selling cards because I bought the Grill card. But anyways, shameless plug. Yeah, that's what you get, and not many people keep these pamphlets either.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
So there's
that's
that.
what I thought. That like when you sent me the picture of that pamphlet, it was like my first time seeing it. Welcome to the chat, Trainer Trey. Yizzy, you're not giving like how? Okay, so I know you keep talking about this grail. Like, how big is this grail? Like on a scale, like in the rankings of like Pokemon TCG as far as the English side goes, like how would you rank it?
You told me the rankings. I didn't think. I still don't believe you. But you said one. You said one out of the top three, but I think that's a little too much.
Yeah. So like, guys, it's English. It only belongs in the actual English TCG.
You know what?
It does have its Japanese side, but it's per like according to Pokeju, shout out to Pokeju, he thinks it's top 3. I think it's top 3 in terms of sheer value. Yeah, sheer value top 3.
I've only told 2 people in this, you and Rob. So
yeah. He'll disclose this maybe tomorrow. Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know how he's gonna he's gonna showcase it, but he'll get it tomorrow. Like at early in the morning. I'll probably get a phone call tomorrow.
Yeah. So anyways, continue on the Japanese cards. Like what do you think? Do you think it's underrated? Do you think it's overvalued? How do you think like should it be worth more in this market?
So like let's talk a little bit more about Japanese artwork to begin with, because I don't want to talk about the market all the time when it comes to
I like it.
when it comes to cards. So right from the jump, I've always appreciated the quality control that Japanese cards have. From the jump, you can just tell that the foil is just looks a lot better than the actual English side of things. They maintain its quality for a very, very long time. When you have like I've seen Japanese cards in binders that come out that grade at PSA 9s. That's crazy. You know, it's absolutely like that to me is crazy. Specifically, especially when you have English cards that are in binders for so long and they're not even in sleeves and they come out like that's the best you're probably gonna get is like a PSA 7, maybe a PSA 8 if you're lucky. You know, I've gone through binder collections for quite some time, and the highest I've probably graded as far as binder collection cards go is an 8, and that was for a base set Charizard.
Well, there was at one time one of your top 3 mistakes that you ever made. Number one, okay, first of all, let me give credit to Rob. Rob did bring this to my attention. And then also Shiv, you sent it to me like 2 hours after Rob did about the Grail card. You remember? You sent me a message on it.
Oh yeah.
Rob sent it to me like 2 hours prior before you sent it to me, and that's one of the reasons why I have it right now. But okay, back to the.
Oh yeah, I'm not taking credit for anything.
Yeah, you see that, Rob? No finder's fee, no credit or anything. Okay. Anyways,
no. I think you do have to charge Rob. I think I'm not you charge Rob, but I do think.
Look at the listeners. They want the actual topic. Stop talking about
Rob.
this,
Rob does need to get his finder's fee. I agree with Rob on this one. But back on topic, I do like the way now when we're talking about modern style Japanese cards, I do like their approach and how they put foils on some of their cards. It just to me it just stands out more. But I do like the fact that when you have English-based Pokemon cards, you do have that, signature yellow border versus I think Japanese cards have that silver border. Is it silver? Like that matte silver color?
What are you talking about?
For Japanese modern cards? When you open up the pack,
Japanese modern. No, I think there's a
Yeah, it's like whitish silver. It's like this. So it has that border right here that's like
that
silver.
border. Okay. Now
I do like that.
I'm picking up what you're dropping now. You know what I'm saying?
I also
dropped
like
it and I'm fumbling it. And I'm like,
I also genuinely like the note. I do like the back of this. Everyone in the chat genuinely wants to know what you got. I mean, we only have 20 people in here, Yizzy. Like,
if y'all stay in here the whole time, I'll reveal it at the end. I'll give y'all hints at the end. Yeah,
bro, you are such a tease. Get out of here.
Okay, so the Japanese, yes, they also have different. They're completely different in terms of like texture and how they look too.
Yeah.
Like the full arts, the modern full arts. They have like an extra circle texture in them compared to the American. It's very linear, very straightforward. It's just boom, there's the texture. Japanese, they'll add little swirls, add a couple of flares flaring out from the hollow full arts or whatever it may be. And so as far as like what'd you call it, like design and like the craft, the arts and craft of it, definitely a lot more top notch compared to the English counterpart.
I will say this, and this is just my opinion. I think that in the Japanese culture itself, there's just a lot more care taking place. Like, there's a lot of care and love that goes into whether it's, any sort of product that they put out. Like, I've gotten so much mail from Japan, and the people who actually mail me my cards, they take so much care in how they pack things. They write a little note. They put a little extra stuff in there.
Oh, no, yeah. They send green tea to you, too. They send green tea to me. Like,
no, I haven't gotten green tea yet, but I've gotten notes, and I think it's awesome. They'll send, like, I got, I actually just got this in the mail a few days ago with my congratulations card. It's like this Mickey Mouse 1928, like, Ziploc bag. I thought that was pretty neat. Like, that's pretty cool to me. Like, I've never seen this before. And the fact that it is Disney's 50th anniversary, it's pretty crazy. Everyone in the chat wants to know what you got, dude.
It is affordable to its counterpart, too. It's affordable to its counterpart.
Yeah, but everyone in here is getting upset at you right now.
I'm trying to stay focused on a topic. Like, y'all have no idea. I have the worst ADD. Like, I don't know anybody worse. This is how bad my ADD is, okay? This is off topic. But one day, I was sitting, it was at a birthday dinner. I'm sitting there, and I'm telling this riddle, right? It's the best riddle ever. And I'm, like, telling this riddle. And I'm halfway done, and I see my sweet tea, the precipitation and condensation that's coming out of it, falls down the tea, gets on the table, and it's, like, slowly making its way closer to me, to the edge of the table, and dripping down my leg. Literally, 15 people are looking at me telling this joke, and I stop in the middle of it to stare at this water that's dripping down on my leg, and I'm like, what the heck? So I wipe it down, and I look back up, and I just realize, yo, I'm still telling this joke, and everybody's still watching me, like thinking I'm like a psychopath right now. And so that's how bad my ADD is. It is terrible. Are you even listening?
No, I wasn't. I'm looking at my phone
Okay.
right now.
Well, that's how bad it really is. So you doing all this jibber jabber is killing me, Chef.
But
I
the thing
absolutely.
is that everyone wants to know what you got, dude.
I gave a hint.
Yeah, guys, it's top 3 in TCG, like English TCG. It's you can literally deduce that. Like in terms of sheer value, just guess. And
Okay.
if you guys land it, I'll say yes. But back to the
No,
topic
if
on
they
hand.
land it, you will not say yes. You will leave it to me in my hands to know if I want to reveal the card or not.
Man, get
All
out of
right.
here, bro.
Okay.
I mean, you're so close to exposing me. Why
If
can't
you
I
if
expose
you
you?
do, I will show our text messages right now. DMs.
Okay, I can't say anything. I can't say anything, guys. Back on topic. But yeah, I mean, for me, there's just a little extra care when it comes to the people that live in Japan, right? Like the the way they send stuff, the way they do literally everything. I think it's just part of their culture to do just that, just to execute things in the best way possible. That's what I really appreciate, and that's why Japanese cards just to me just have so much more higher quality than the English counterpart, right? Like it's what is it, like 20 years now since we've had English TCG cards, and we're still getting off-center cards now. We're like it's been the
That's
same way
true.
since for a long time, and I'm sure these manufacturers have been on board with the Pokemon company for a really long time. The ones that have been existing for quite some time now, and for me, it just surprises me like what's the difference? Like what's actually happening in Japan where we can't do the same thing here in the United States? Like that to me is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah. Especially if we have like higher processing power.
Yeah.
Like we're able to have like more manufacturers.
Mhm.
Technology, I guess technology is more advanced in Japan.
I don't
But
know. I think
like,
it's about the same. Like we're in 2021. We could like we could
bro,
pretty much
no,
source
not
that.
even, man. Like
We could
like when you
source
go
that
to
though.
Japan, have you been to a Japan hotel? Like it's top tier. Everybody, like all the hotels have bidets. All the hotels have like freaking nice lights under the bed, and I walk into freaking Texas, not like Collecticon was awesome, but walk into Texas in a hotel and we still got box TVs in there, bro. Like what the heck?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like 32-inch TVs, like plasma screens still on the wall. Like not even
Might I
close.
add, I mean, speaking of Collecticon, your boys here, we're going. We're actually special guests to the event. We should be there. So we're also
Yeah.
we're Yizzy's gonna be at FloridaCon, South FloridaCon,
Yep.
and then both of us will be at the Tampa Bay Collectors Con. So
Still don't know about the Tampa Bay.
really,
I want to go. It's really close. Like when is Tampa Bay?
yeah, you're talking about the difference between the dates between those two, right?
Yeah. Like how much day is in between? August 20th and when is Tampa
You're
Bay?
talking, dude, it's probably a week because like that's Labor Day weekend
That's I might as well like stay
in
with Rob.
Florida. Yeah, yeah.
uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
But
Um
to get us back on topic, before we get back on topic, make sure you hit that like button with a freaking hammer or punch it,
or
I
just
don't,
with your mouse
or do whatever you want. Just use
or
your
with your
hands
finger.
in any sort
Yeah,
of
or
way.
pinky.
Make sure you're
Tips up.
subscribed. Make sure
Mm,
you're sharing this with
mm.
your friends. Make sure you share it with your grandma. But yeah,
Be nice.
in my honest opinion, I really do think that Japan just I don't know. I would just automatically assume, like I want to assume with the amount of demand Pokemon had, like the amount of demand here is in the United States for Pokemon in comparison to Japan. We know that here in the United States there's a large amount of demand. That money has to go somewhere. You would think that it would be going to the production process and make sure that these sets aren't having the amount of mistakes that they're having. Like it's crazy. To me, it's just crazy.
Would you say WotC had better quality control?
No, I don't. I don't want to say that. I will say that there wasn't that great quality control with that either. Think about the amount of errors that WotC had. Like the most notable errors out there are some of the most rare errors out there. You're talking about the corrected errors versus the non-corrected errors. Like these errors are actually listed. Like they had so much mishaps and stuff like that. And the amount of centering and issues that they had is crazy. You know, I think I think
Hmm.
I think now it's a little bit better, but still it's just bad. It's so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
I'm looking at the what's it called? I said again. I'm looking at the overall quality control for is it Chilling Rain, and for the
yes.
most part, it's not that hot. It's not great at all.
Rain wasn't good. Battle Styles was terrible too. They had really
Hmm. Hmm. Now I will say
cutting.
last year for Sword and Shield from the year 2020 began all the way towards the end of 2021, quality control is absolutely amazing. Centering was fantastic. You have a higher
Yeah.
probability of pulling out a pack fresh card and it grading as a PSA 10. You look at Darkness
Champion
Ablaze.
Path?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Bro, there's like 5,000 tens. Like Charizard
Dude,
V and V.
look at Darkness Ablaze. You literally have a 90+% to be able to get a PSA 10 if you pull out a Darkness Ablaze Charizard VMAX.
Yo, what's up, cookies? Big hello from UK. It could be possible from like damn overprinting, right? It went from like 1.6 billion cards to like 3.4 billion, something around there. So pushing out that many cards does decrease quality control. So I mean, there's you have to take a couple of things into consideration in terms of.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
hands down, Japanese cards have better quality from the get go.
yeah. Now let's touch on like the fact that there is a lot of Japanese exclusive cards out there. I know we mentioned some with the CD promos that came out back in 1990. Is it 1998, 1999? With the Ken Sugimori artworks with the Venusaur, with the Blastoise and the Charizard. Then you have obviously the Poncho Pikachu's, stuff like that. I think, in my personal opinion, I still think they're very slept on. And the reason why is just because of the fact that with the amount of attention that American-based cards have, I still think that for now, while we're in this sort of sweet spot right now, I think that Japanese cards in that perspective is still very much slept on. Because, like, how often do you... Like, we're never going to receive these cards here in the United States. Like, we're still waiting on the Tag Team All-Star cards. Yizzy's camera just went out. Mine isn't. See... your boy Shivam here is running the stream today, but Yizzy here is slacking. I don't know what it is, but Yizzy here is slacking. Your camera just went out. You know that, right? Your camera just went out. No, it didn't. Yes, it did.
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it did.
No, dude, I'm still here.
Your like literally your camera went out.
Like I'm still here. What do you mean?
No, like you're here, but your camera legit went out.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, you can look at, like, just watch yourself on the playback. Like, you'll see it. Promise you.
No,
I'm not even lying.
I don't watch myself on playback. What are you talking about?
When, after this live is done and over with, you'll see where your camera went out. I have it on time. It's 20. I'm Pinky promise.
Nope.
Pinky promise. People in the chat will say it too.
Nope.
Yes.
Was never, ever.
No, but I just want to know what the chat's opinions are on certain sets like Tag Team All-Stars. Are you going to be going back, like, anytime soon just to revisit that set, just to try and open those boxes, or just to collect those boxes sealed and, either A, buy the gold cards or buy the gold cards graded?
Man, I had an opportunity to have all the gold cards for $400.
What made you pass?
At the time, I don't know. I literally bought it and I canceled because I wanted to collect modern.
By the way, shout out to Barksy in the chat. For those of us who do not know, Barksy has done all of our logos as far as the PokeTime podcast goes. He did the work on our backdrop for Collecticon. He's done both the he's on the official logo for the PokeTime logo and the actual logo that you see on the very, very top middle of the screen. So,
and our t-shirts, or the design is on the
t-shirts. Well, pretty much that's the logo that he did, but we appreciate him so much. But yes. Yeah, you passed up
what was that?
On it.
Yeah, okay, so like a quick kind of like advice to people. Don't just collect 100% modern. How I personally like to break it up is around 30 or like 40% modern, 40% vintage, and then 20% unique items. And when I think of unique items, I think of like the Pokédex. So I'll throw. I think I've said this before. Collect stuff like this that brings back nostalgia when we were a little kid. So this is the other like 20%.
Yeah.
So 20% modern, 20% vintage, and then 40% vintage, 40% modern. That's what I do. And then so when I talk about in the past, I collect like 100% modern.
Right, right, right. And some of the
um,
cards, I know Crane Guy mentioned it here. The swallowed up Pikachu, where it's the cram. I think it's a Cramorant trying to swallow the Pikachu. I think that's a card that Alex Hodges basically used in his sleeper of the week when we had him on the podcast. And he pretty much said that that's an amazing card. And I was dumbfounded when I looked at the value of it. And the other is the Coco the Movies a Root promo too. We might actually get that. If that movie actually comes out here in the United States, which it should maybe, we could actually get that promo. So I'm not gonna count that one out entirely yet. But what's one card that I've actually been vibing with that I will potentially buy in the near future? It's that Nagaba Pikachu.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're going for $25 on eBay. You can buy like 3 for like $75, but they range between $25 to $40. And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I'm vibing with it. I like it. I like the simplicity aspect of the actual card itself, and the fact that Pokemon did an entire collaboration with an artist. That to me is just pretty cool. How often does that happen? Like imagine Pokemon doing a collaboration with an American artist, like someone who's like notoriety, like has notoriety here. That'd be pretty sweet.
That is pretty
Like
sweet.
maybe an artist that is still alive. Like maybe an artist that illustrates for Marvel. That would be really cool to me.
Yeah,
As far as the comic books go, that'd be pretty sweet. Another
yeah.
another thing that I'm really looking at is the Japanese stamp collection.
Oh yeah, yeah. They've been rolling out with like these artsy, like we go back to like Japanese and quality control and them very how do you explain it? Like very artsy? I don't want to use that word. That's like terrible. I think that's offensive in the like in that culture of things like saying you're really artsy. But take pride in like what they draw and
Mm-hmm.
are you still there? Take pride in what they draw and what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Um and so they've been rolling that out and we've seen a massive success in it. Like the alternate arts, people love those.
Yeah. Just alternate arts in general, they've kind of translated really well across the board for English and Japanese cards for the most part. I think as far as illustrators go, they do a bang up job as far as that goes. Tamaya.
$25. That's good. That's a promo card. Okay, so David Kim, Poke Tea Time. Yo, what's good, David? So FYI, that Pokemon Punaga, I'm probably saying that wrong. Pikachu card actually doesn't come with
Nagaba.
Unagaba. That Pikachu actually doesn't come in the box. So
Mm-hmm.
if you buy that sealed box, you're not gonna get that card.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually exclusive that comes with the box when you
Mm-hmm.
purchase it at a official Pokemon distributor.
Yeah, I think that Pikachu is really sweet. I think it's adorable.
Yeah, so don't go
Dude,
buying that box thinking you're gonna get that Pikachu.
when I saw that box and I saw that Charizard on that box, I was like, man, I wish they made a Charizard card out of that. That would have been absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
gave
yeah.
you know what when I saw that box art, I immediately messaged our friend Senpai, because it looks
For
almost
sure.
very similar to her Derpazard merch.
How close is it? It's pretty close, right?
It's very close, man. It's so cool, but
If
if it,
she drew that herself?
yeah, she drew that herself, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But if and I mean I know some of her other ideas as far as future merch goes, but I don't know if she's ever gonna release it. I don't know what's gonna happen as far as that goes. But if they ever make a card of that Charizard illustrated by Yu Nagaba, that'd be
Mhm.
awesome. That to
Yeah.
me would be pretty sick. What do you think?
I think it will. It hit like anything Charizard has this Charizard tax. But I'm trying to think. I guess they would put it in like a white reverse hollow, white background, red reverse hollow, sorry, and then the white, just kind of like the Pikachu. Mm,
Hmm.
I think it'd go for like $50.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if it's being mass produced. I would just buy it just for that. Like I would
Yeah, we
have
don't
the
care about value
Pikachu
too.
and the Charizard. No, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like in this case, like I don't know. I just like it. It's like I've been buying. What's the last thing I bought? Outside of value. Um, I have no idea. I haven't bought any Pokemons as of recent. I did buy a Grail recently.
Uh-huh.
I don't just to kind of quickly
Oh, the
touch on it.
Lugia?
Yeah. So off
Or a friend?
topic, I did buy a factory sealed Lugia Hasbro Deluxe figure from the year 2000. It had all the wiring to it, but I mailed it. It just got to our good friend Jordan Fringe's house today, and he was absolutely ecstatic about it. It's something that he's been wanting for a really really long time. So as a collector, I'm all about helping people finish and complete their collecting goals,
Yeah.
and that to me is more important. And then after that, when I see something after that, I will scoop it up.
Okay. Well, that's really nice of
So
you.
it's a little good karma kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and segue into our second topic. Because this getting a little spicy. This
Yeah,
may get
this
a
one's
lot
actually
spicy.
for those guys who are in here. I would actually like message like three of your friends in the Pokemon community and actually share this, because
Yeah.
we're
Let me
actually
spill
getting
some
into the
tea.
nitty gritty. So tell everyone what the topic is again, so that way
Okay,
everyone in here can
so the
share it.
topic is, are breakers hurting the Pokemon community?
Are breakers hurting the Pokemon community? You guys heard that
Yeah.
right. So it
Mm,
like I said, this is gonna get, we're gonna touch on we're gonna do our best
both
to touch on
sides.
all aspects of this. So
Mm.
definitely share this if you can, and while you're at it, make sure
We'll
you hit that
definitely
like
clip it
button.
up too, because we got a lot to touch on this, and usually our best topics are the ones we're like actually passionate about, not the
Yeah,
ones we just like, let's talk about this.
yeah.
We actually were like, this is actually a big deal. Like what things that have been going on that we don't like to like necessarily scrutinize anyone, but we also like to bring stuff to light. But without further ado, because I don't want to ruin any spoilers here, let's talk about breakers. Shiv, what are breakers? Like what are Pokemon breakers? When you think of breaking like a box break or pack break or whatever it may be, like what do you think of? What is it? Just give us a small intro.
Well, breaking isn't only really limited to Pokemon. It encapsulates sports cards as well. So anyone who's opening up specific boxes or sealed product just to be able to sell the contents out, whether it's auctioning it off or raffling off the contents that are in the inside of it. They
So
basically buy something for an X amount, and they do the math behind it and try to make a decent profit off of what's being broken into. Sometimes they depending on how they
yeah,
sell it, if it's auction based, then there's a likelihood they can lose money in a break. I've seen it happen.
okay,
And then when
okay.
it comes to raffles, they're gonna make their money off, or if they're
We're
just
not
straight
talking
up
about
buying.
raffles. We're not talking about raffles.
No,
So
I'm just
the
going into the
most
ends of it.
infamous one is the Logan Paul first edition box break. So that's
Hmm.
I mean, all eyes on that. If you have any questions, there's the perfect example. You break a box that's worth X amount and you charge X amount of packs to be open live, to be opened as a community, right?
Hmm.
Boom. That's all we need to know as far as breaks goes. Um we're going to hit positives and cons, or pros and cons. So first thing off your mind, what's some pros that you see in terms of breaking? Like how does it benefit the community? And then later, I'll ask you what's the cons of you think. So what do you think, Shiv?
So the pros in this case, they're in my perspective, I think the pros are, one, a person's able to get a card or a chase card for maybe a cheap price in comparison, rather than actually like buying out an entire box or buying a straight up pack. Depending on how the breaks are done, it could be slightly more affordable for someone who can't really source out a lot of this stuff. But in my eyes, I think a good pro is that where we've been in this pandemic for so long, and not everyone has the opportunity or ability to have interactions with other Pokemon collectors. I think that's such that's a positive aspect of it. Like, these people are able to interact with other people who are, essentially enjoying the environment of what a break does offer, because that enjoyable aspect of it. I've been in plenty of breaks before where I don't really participate, but I'm able to just hang out and talk to the people in there, and I think that's pretty fun as far as that goes. Now, another positive thing that I do thoroughly enjoy about breaks is just seeing stuff being open, and there's a level of community there, because I've seen some instances where someone will open something, and I've seen it in your breaks too, where someone will open up something and then the other person will open up something, and they'll kind of have like a pack battle, and whoever wins, whoever has like the highest HP or attack or whatever, whoever had the better pools gets the best of both of those packs. Now, what else? What else am I forgetting as far as the positives of breaks?
You hit the community aspect, which is like I would rank that number one. Number two is like
Mm-hmm.
guarantee if it's a box break.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody mentioned in thing, so thank you IVR, is that they're unweighable. Like, I mean, they're unweighed
Yeah.
packs, guaranteed unweighed packs.
Yeah.
As soon as you open the box, you're guaranteed that it's 1 in 3, and usually they turn out right. Like, to be honest, you can tell when it's a real box and when it's a fake box because you're
Mhm.
gonna get, modern cards into the side of a sealed
Yeah, and
pack.
you're
Like
opening it
nobody's
live, so there's a lot of people watching you. So yeah.
right. So that's number 2, and
Mhm.
then so I think those are pretty good pros. Now cons, if y'all didn't know, I'm also a breaker myself, so I'm gonna do my best not to be biased towards like this conversation. So let's talk about some cons.
Yeah. Let's see the negative light of this.
Yeah. So what do you think? What do you think, Shiv? Or do you want me to tackle this cons?
I can talk about it, and then if
Okay.
I miss out on anything, you can pretty much cover it. So the
Gotcha.
cons of this is not
Or just
fully
give me like 2 or 3 or
not
2.
fully disclosing what's being sold.
Mm.
Kind of operating in a way where you're not providing all the information when it comes to selling a particular object. So kind of being
30,000
shady.
Bulbasaur maybe?
Maybe, maybe,
Okay. Yeah.
maybe.
All right. What else?
Yeah.
What else?
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean
Sounds all
that
right.
card is so expensive, man. I'm chasing that right now. But
Yeah.
another one would be what else? What else?
Not disclosing. You could be
Not giving all the
disingenuous.
information. So like
Not
again,
giving. Yeah.
not disclosing everything, not giving all the information that's necessary. Um,
Yeah. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I kind
sure.
of want to get to the nitty gritty. I think we talked about it enough. Okay.
Hmm.
So pros is there's a community aspect of it. Breakers have been coming in. It's been leaving people to feel a sense of like community, a sense
Hmm.
of like you belong somewhere, and that's what's great about it. That's why I run breaks. I built this community around me that just enjoys the camaraderie. I have friends in there that actually trades cards. They'll pull something themselves and they'll trade cards like within the live.
Hmm.
But the more and more exposure this gets, people want to jump in
Hmm.
because there's a need for this. We talked about this. What do you think the next thing is? It's breakers. Now there's just so many breakers, and with all good things, there has to be haters. There has to be negative things. And what we're seeing in the community now, and that's why we're talking about this, is people kind of what Shiv said is being disingenuous.
Hmm.
And something actually happened something really bad happened recently. And it
Hmm.
was a sports card collector. I think you kind of touched on it, or this is what I was trying to share with you, but then you're like, I kind of know this. But anyways, you're gonna act surprised. So what people are doing now is once they build that certain amount of reputation, this guy got an autograph card. If you don't know what a sports autograph cards, they're actually serialed 1 for 1. That means out of the whole set, there's only 1 card in that, or 1 out of 25. That means there's only 20. Imagining opening base set and there's only 25 Charizards in the world. That's kind of what it is in the sports card industry. And so this guy opens, I think it was UFC. It was possibly a 1 for 1. He opens it and he realized he sees something. He opens it on camera, but you can't see what the card is. And he
Hmm.
goes, "Oh my gosh, it's sticky, guys."
And
He
then takes it
pulls it
off frame.
away. It took like 2 minutes. He switched out a pack, brought it back in. He's like, "Oh, guys, I don't know what happened. It was all sticky, and I fixed the situation." Pulls it. It was nothing there. And that goes to show, like, how many disingenuous breakers are out there. How many people, if you pull a Charizard, they're like, boom, you got a Charizard, pack it up. You pack up like a fake, like a off-center Charizard or something like that. So, like, I'm here to tell you guys, like, be careful who you're breaking with. Be careful who you're buying with too. I mean, it just leaves more, like, it's crazy to me because, like, I'm not here to like scam anyone. My reputation, my credibility, like means a lot. My word means a lot in our culture. Shiv. I mean, we talk all the time. It means like the world to us.
Hmm.
We go above and beyond. Like I think something happened with one of my packages, and I literally gave this person like 3 of my personal collection cards because I felt terrible. And I talk to Rob about this all the time. Like we go far and beyond. Like
Hmm.
I think Rob end up refunding someone like $1,000 for something. Like gave him
Yeah.
$1,000. Like bought a couple of grand. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take this loss. Here's $1,000 back. So
Hmm.
like when you see stuff like that, it's just like, man, like people in the sports are doing this, and it makes me think like how many people in the Pokemon community are doing this. Because somebody reached out to me and said someone in Pokemon community did it. He like pulled, you know how when evolutions was so big,
Hmm.
he bought a card, and then the guy was like, "Hey man, I can't find your pack or your Charizards and stuff like that. I'll refund your money." And then I'll refund your money. But at the same time, he was like, "Bro, that was like a pretty good on centered, and when you showed it on the live, there's no print lines on the evolution Charizard. Like I want my Charizard, and he's like, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he was like, I can send you one of mine in my personal collection, but I couldn't find your Charizard anymore. And it's crazy. So it's like, golly, it's crazy how someone like. What do you think about like how where it's headed? Is Breakers hurting our community now at this point?
I think, and this is just from my perspective that I've seen in comparison to sports. Breakers have been around in the sports side of the hobby for a very, very long time. Breaks are fairly new to the Pokemon side in this current era, because everything that's have happened with Pokemon, it now considered as an alternative asset class, it's here to stay. I think people really need to get used to that. Like it or not, it's here to stay. It's not gonna go away. Like these applications like whatnot, they're here to stay. They're getting so much more rounds of investments. It's not even funny. Now, a lot of the people that are talking right now in the chat. So IVR, she hit some cons here. Overpriced packs, can't pull your own packs, breakers opening boxes before live. One of the biggest things is that you're kind of
agree with the first 2 points.
You're kind of at the mercy of who your breaker is. Now, something that I do want to tackle is overpriced packs, right? Here's a good example. Our good friend Alex Hodges does breaks on whatnot. This is an example that happened. I want to say before 2021 began. He was doing a break of Evolutions packs, right? And one of the packs sold for I think over $170, right? Which is crazy. It's wildly crazy. But Alex Hodges is the type of guy, and this is something that he did. He didn't disclose this out publicly, but this is exactly what he did because I know this. I talked to him on a regular basis. A lot of people gave him crap for it, but the actual thing is that Alex felt horrible. He messaged me the next day. He's like, dude, this is what happened. What do I need to do? He went to Frankincense that day, bought an ETB roughly around $80 to $90, overnighted it, and then sent some extra packs. So he pretty much only profited about $13 off of that pack. So you have reliable people out there who do the right thing, specifically when things go way overpriced like that. Like that's like at that time, we're talking about when whatnot was going crazy in terms of overpriced packs. Like there are people out there that are going to do the right thing. And I think it just comes down to reputability, At the end of the day, it's
I don't even think if it's like right or right or wrong. Like what is he supposed to do if all of them sell like that? Is he supposed to buy 90 ETBs? Like I think that's a good thing that he did it because it was that one pack.
Yeah, that was
But
the outlier.
I think it's just disclosure, man. It's just honesty and disclosure. Like you need to be like, this is what this card is. This is what card is worth. Like I tell people like the best cards you can get in this and how much like it is. Just disclose it. And then sometimes people will either want to support you or they just get caught in the moment. Like even the bidders itself. Like this is old news because whatnot kind of settled off now. Like everything is pretty settled. But in the past, it's like these people that are bidding, they're like, we know what we're bidding on. Like I've even paid $30-$40 for an evolution pack just because I just want I just got caught in a moment. I understand I overpaid, but I got caught in a moment, and that's fine. Like I know this, and I even go to some of these pages because they follow me, and I'm like, they're like, hey yo, I appreciate your appreciate the content, and I look at their page, and they're like actual collectors, like OG collectors, like. People know. Nobody's stupid. Like you have to put in an actual credit card information in there.
Yeah. There's so many different steps that you can take before actually hitting like bid. I mean, shoot, when Super Duper like here's a personal example. When Super Duper Danny was doing that break of that error box, I know what the packs go for unlimited Neo Discovery, but I was bidding $700, $800. I mean, originally I was bidding like $200, $300 on those packs, thinking I'd get it. Each time I got beat out by like $1 or $2. But like towards the end, like I was trying to bid $800, $700. Why? Because I wanted to be able to like say like, hey, if I won, because towards the end they were like, okay, we're gonna probably let people keep their packs sealed. Everyone left it open, but I would have been that guy to say like, hey, no, I actually want to keep mine sealed, and then I would have kept that as like a memento of that event. For me. That aspect of like, whoa, this actually happened. I will always remember this. Like if I actually had that, even if I had the wrapper, I will always be like, hey, this is, this is such an amazing moment that actually happened. And
Yeah.
to me, I would have overspent money in that case. Everyone is they know to a certain degree what they're getting into, but at the same time, some breakers will play to the advantage of that. Like they know they're borderline playing with people who are essentially trying to gamble, kind of. Like it's in that gray area, kind of, when some people do these sort of maneuvers and how they move as far as they do their breaks and stuff like that. So I can see why some people think it's negative, right? I can see that. But I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to self-restraint. Like if you can't handle yourself, then don't be on that platform to begin with.
Yeah, because then you're telling like everybody in Vegas not to.
Yeah. 100%, 100%.
Yeah, and then like people come in, it's like, oh, why are you selling these for $20? It says $15 on eBay. It's like, well, go to eBay and buy it then.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, everyone who's in the live, they're very aware that they can go on eBay.
No, it's true. It's like, why are you selling this pack, or why are you selling this vintage pack for $70?
Yeah.
eBay says it's 65. Well, then go to eBay.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
So what would you have to say?
Like, go pay the shipping, go pay the tax or whatever it may be, or I mean, not to like go off on anybody, but yeah.
No. I mean, I think what you're saying is completely valid. So to kind of wrap up this whole topic here, what would you say if someone, like, for our audience in here, we have 30 people in here. Everyone in here, make sure you hit that like, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you're taking pictures of us. You could draw funny faces on me if you want to, and post it up on Instagram.
Why would you invite that?
Golly. I mean, sometimes it's okay to laugh at yourself,
No, like, I'm teaching you how to freaking social media, like freaking.
You're teaching me how to social media.
Yeah, I'm teaching you. Okay, you want to talk about like what happened last month?
Oh, I mean that part, yeah. I mean in terms of
conduct,
I'm
teaching you how to not like you don't invite stuff like that. Fool.
But anyways, just make sure you're sharing this to your friends and family, your dog too. I'm sure I'm sure Yizzy has Zuko watching my content, because obviously.
Yeah, I'm just putting the phone right in front of his face and just
I mean, you got to look at this pretty face here. By the way, my beard has grown back super fast. Huh?
Yeah, no, meme shift. Hashtag meme shift.
I mean, I'm down with meme shift, as long as it's in good fun. If I don't appreciate.
You don't invite this stuff, Shiv.
If it's in good fun, I'm okay with it. I look at it.
Yeah, but you invite it for bad fun too.
No, I know when people are being malicious.
No, I'm just messing with you, Shiv. But wait, what are you talking about? As far as
so kind of to wrap it up. So like, what should people look out for in terms of the negative things? Like, what are red flags that because you've been doing this for quite some time, man. You actually observe a lot of people's lives. What are red flags that pop up for you when it comes to breakers, so that way our audience knows what to look out for?
Red flags. Let me think. In terms of like, the first thing that pops out of me is like when people sell singles or stuff like that, and they don't show you condition,
or they don't talk about condition.
They don't talk. No, they'll talk about condition. They just don't show you. They'll be like, oh yeah, this is near mint. Boom, like auctioning it off. Like that's the biggest red flag ever. And then if they look at it themselves, like, what's this condition of this Niddle King base set? And they'll be like, near mint, and that's it. Like, they don't show you. They don't show like the light deflection off of it. Like usually you can tell by hollow scratches. Yeah, that's a big. And then in terms of breakers, it's so hard, because after seeing that guy, he had about 5,000 followers, which is like more than us, or in terms of YouTube. Had about 5,000 followers. He's been in the industry for, I think, at the beginning of the year.
Still a decent amount of time.
Yeah. I would look for people that honestly have some type of credibility, relationships with people that are credible too.
But we're talking about such a fast-paced market where literally, if you're just doing this, it can be fairly easy to grow a subscriber count doing that. Like, I know. Like,
So like credentials, like someone like you, why would you ruin your, like, I'm not gonna put an X amount. I really hate doing numbers, talking about numbers. But X amount of like memorabilia, or X amount of like a unique grail items. Like, why would you ruin all that? Why would you ruin your relationship with like Jeremy Padawer and Lopez, and then Pokey, why would you destroy all that, you
Yeah,
know?
no,
Like,
yeah,
stuff like that makes sense, you
yeah.
know? Why would we ruin our relationship with, like, Real Breaking Nate or, like, Super Duper Danny or all these conventions that we are going to and that you talk to, all these guys? Like, why would you ruin all that, you know?
Exactly. So like
Like,
for
why would you ruin that for over $200?
yeah, no, it's not worth it. It
Yeah.
could be a first edition Shadowless Charizard card. It's not worth it. Like a lot of people they don't know this because they weren't there at Collecticon. But at Collecticon, when I did my trade, right, originally my PSA 10 Shining Charizard wasn't part of the actual trade agreement because we valued my Air non hollow Dark Dragonite card at $5,000. Donnie messages me with a sold listing of that card that was fairly recent at $1,300. I was like, oh snap! Like I got to make this right. So I saw him in the lobby literally a couple hours later, and I was so adamant about keeping that Shining Charizard PSA 10. I gave it to him. I did what I needed to do. Some people told me
Yeah.
like, hey Shivam, that was a mistake. I said no, it wasn't, because at the end of the day, my reputation is more valuable than anything that's in the studio, more valuable than any other card out there. It's not worth it. It's totally not worth it.
What would you say how would you look for red flags? Like, well, what's the
Okay,
first
so
red
here's one
flag?
thing. First and foremost, the moment you take your card off the screen, the moment it's off frame, I'm not gonna
That's
participate
a
in
good
your life.
one.
I'm
I
writing you
I
off.
actually talk about that a lot. I'm sorry I'm waving a scissor around, but I actually talk about that a lot. I'm like, "Hey, guys, I'm gonna try my best not to, like, I don't want to take this off camera and stuff like this." I do that all the time.
Yeah. And if
So
you
that's a
are
good
taking
point.
your camera off one screen, make sure there is another camera there present that's recording at the same time, so that way everyone knows what's going on.
New
Another
accounts,
thing,
that's a good one too.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Another thing for me is, do I know whether or not that person is selling weighed packs? So like there are people out there that will buy, a bunch of loose packs out there. Are they weighed? Have they been resealed? Because at the end of the day, you can't see that. You can't see when they're opening this up if it's been resealed. There are people out there
Yeah.
that are masterminds at resealing stuff. That's something that I would be very, very careful about. You have to check that person's reputation. Just like I can go on eBay and look at people's sellers ratings, the same should apply to every other seller. Whatnot does have a seller's rating on there. So be very, very focus on those things. It's like where
I mean, it doesn't
Pokemon
have
has
to
become
always be about
super
whatnot.
lucrative.
It can be about even YouTube. So this guy we're talking about was from YouTube. He's a YouTube breaker. There's
Yeah, no, I
TikTok
get that.
breakers, a lot of TikTok breakers.
Yeah, there's a lot of TikTok breakers, and dude, I've seen TikTok breakers with 50,000 followers on TikTok, and they've literally done breaks of resealed packs. I've called it on my TikTok. It is disgusting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. You,
Um,
the one reason, so like to kind of touch on the whole selling singles thing, the reason why people come to my breaks when I do breaks, which is not breaks, but when I do whatnot auctions on singles, the reason why people come to my whatnot auctions is because they value my input on what I'm actually selling to them. Shivam, what do you think this will grade as? So where everyone knows that I come from a background of being a PSA middleman, they know that, hey, Shivam's gonna be honest about the condition of the card. Shivam always says, if Shivam says that this is a lightly played card, he's always gonna say that this is a lightly played card, or this is perfect for your binder collection, so on and so forth. He will point out the actual flaws of it. I'm not really great with cameras. I'm still learning. I learn a lot from Yizzy. So in this case, like when I'm doing whatnot auctions, I can't really show the highest resolution of cards on my whatnot on my phone. So I will point out all the flaws with it. I'll show it to my best ability, and I will give you a range of what things are going to grade as. And that's not me tooting my own horn or anything. That's just the process at which I do. It's the way I do things to make my seller more comfortable to buy from me, and then so on and so on in the future. Like why go out of my way to screw someone over out of $5 to $10 when
yeah.
I can sell them something and they can be a reoccurring buyer.
Yeah.
Because I
I,
know
I
every
will. I
time that
will.
I've sold stuff to people, they come back.
Yeah, I will say this. Shiv may piss off a lot of people.
Mhm.
He may be cringy as crap.
Yes. Keep
Sometimes
going.
annoying,
Yes. Keep going.
and I definitely hate him.
Yes.
But in terms of like the one thing I like about him, and the one thing like we do this podcast is because he's loyal. He's loyal and he's honest. Like in everything he do, he's like he wouldn't be giving away a $6,000. Like I valued it at $6,000 to make up for a shining PSA 10 Charizard to that guy. Like he's
Yeah.
honest. Like you can definitely count on him to be honest and like loyal. But yeah, he does piss off a lot of people. He may piss
Yeah.
off a lot of people, say not the right words at any given moment, and be blunt about everything.
But hey, I
But
I mean I mean it in the best way possible. My
no,
intent is
he
always
doesn't mean it in the best way possible.
no,
He's
like
loyal.
sometimes.
That's all I'm giving you. That's all I'm giving you, Shiv. Everything else is downhill.
Hey, I can be a stubborn asshole at times, but some like hey, at the end of the
Whoa!
day, my heart's in the right place, man.
No, you can't toot your own horn. You gotta let me toot it and just be like, thank you. Say thank you, Shiv.
I said thank you. I said I appreciate that.
Okay, whatever, Shiv. See?
Dibs are
It's
massive
okay.
ripoff. Not sure if they have them in the USA. Oh, rips. But in the UK, we do basically stack of cards full in ETB and pick a random card out. Seen people pay 25. Oh, pool games. Pool games. What are your thoughts on pool games? Just
Pool
quickly.
games, I would say they're okay. I think pool games are okay. I will say it's easy to take advantage of people in pool games, though.
Yes. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
easy for people. It's easy for people to like greedy people will take advantage of any sort of situation there is.
Yeah. My buddy just did a pool game of all hollows, all Watsley hollows pool game.
Yeah.
And he gives out all the conditions. Like
For
previously said, like in the rules, it's like, hey, these can range from, LP to near mint. These are all LP to near mint. I've seen pool games where like they show all the cards that are in there and they give you the hit ratio. It's all about honesty. It's all about whatever it means. People love like a game. Like if it's just like this is what you get, sometimes people are like, people love the mystery. So if you do it honestly, if you do it right, then I don't see a problem. But
Yeah.
it's easy to take advantage of.
Let me wrap this up. So for those guys who are in here who do ever want to do breaks or anything of this sort, just keep this in mind. When it comes to selling to anyone, I hope no one in here does this, but there's going to be times where you do lose in the profit, right? Like you're gonna be in the red for a specific card, whether it's your overall sales, you're gonna be in the red, but that the fact that you went out of your way to sell those things and you went out of your way to do that, your word means a lot. So like, don't put a price on your word. I don't know if I'm being clear enough. If there's enough clarity behind that, but like, don't put a price on your word. Your word should be the most. It should be priceless. It should be over anything and everything as a seller. What you describe should be sold exactly as is. It's not worth. If you see yourself having a certain level of longevity in this space, it's not worth getting an extra $100 on a card. It's not worth anything. Your longevity in this space, your word should be valued over everything. And that's what I want to have to say.
I wouldn't even say like it's not worth it because like honestly, people that have what if they don't have longevity? What if it is worth it to them?
Longevity in the sense of how long you're going to participate in this hobby.
That's what I'm saying. What if they want the quick flip and they're like, oh, I want to just make this extra $100? What would you say to that?
That shouldn't be like that. That's why I said your word should be taken precedent over everything.
Yeah.
Like, think about it this way. Like, all of us.
What if they don't care about their word? What if they're just like, heck it?
Then they're just a terrible person. Like, think about it this way. We all grew up in a time where all of us loved Pokemon before these prices, before, what was considered a grail. We all grew up in that time, right? So, as something as near and dear as Pokemon is to us, like something that where we experience a certain level of escapism, where it brings us back to our childhood, why taint that? Why taint that experience for someone else just for your own personal gain?
That's why we're greedy as human beings, and I would say this instead of saying like, oh, if you want longevity, I would say if you wouldn't do this to your family, like don't do it to other people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I would say that.
Yeah, or treat it like your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Treat it like your little sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I tell people like when they date people. I'm like,
you want to date family? That's kind of weird.
No.
Okay.
No.
You said it.
No. It's like, if you had a sister, right? How would you want your sister to be treated? Would you want your like this? I remember like there's this dude like at school, right? And he's like, yo, bro, I'm gonna date your sister. Blah, blah. This is my friend's story, not my story. He's like, I'm gonna date your sister. Blah 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 blah. And then my friend was like, no, this guy's a douchebag. This guy's an a-hole. Like, I don't want him dating my sister. Like, and then the guy was like, well, you never want anybody dating your sister. Nobody's good enough. And he's just like, that's a good question. Like, who would I ever date my sister? He wants someone to date his sister how he treats his sister. Like that guy that's dating needs to treat that girl like he would treat his sister.
Yeah,
So
off
I'm not
topic. I
telling you
mean,
to date
not
your
off topic, but my sister's coming up for this weekend. Like, I haven't seen her in a year, and she's actually introducing her boyfriend for the first time to my family. I've known this guy since I was like 7, but like when they first started dating, I told him like, hey, if you ever disrespect my sister, I'd beat you up. And I didn't say it like that, but I said it in the most like strict way
that was
possible.
like not intimidating.
No, but no, I don't want to have YouTube like cancel us for some reason. So that's the nicest way possible I put it, but it wasn't nice like that. I was like, bro, no. But he's been good to my sister, so.
No, yeah, tell me how you said it.
I was like, if you ever hurt my sister, I'm gonna kick your ass, straight up.
That's it.
Yeah, dude, kept like
He's like with that little smirk on your face.
I mean, I messaged. No, I spoke to him over the phone because my
said,
sister was with me, and I talked to him over the phone. I was like, hey, Yanisha, give me your phone, and I literally said that.
Okay, all right.
Will Nickel says, dang, yeah, I know you're from Alabama, but
He's from Alabama too.
Oh man, I cracked myself up. But
No,
let's
all
get
right,
into our
close this
sleeper of
out,
the week.
bro. Oh,
Sleeper
sleeper
of
of
the
the week.
Yeah, let's get into sleeper of the week, man.
Sleeper of the week is I don't know. Did you pick something? VS cards.
Yeah, VS cards are actually pretty.
VS
they're
cards.
priced pretty well because we're talking about Japanese
they're under
summon
$100 actually.
Yeah. I was just looking at the Alto Mare Latios and Latias cards this morning, and they're going for like $125. I like those two cards. The foil on that, chef's kiss. I just love it. I don't know what Yizzy's about to show. He's probably gonna show like the Lance's Charizard or something. I don't know what he's gonna show, but yeah, VS cards.
They're like, what? VS cards? Yeah, show the Lance's Charizard.
Yeah.
Let me see. No, keep going. Keep talking.
But I really do appreciate the artwork on some of the VS cards. I know the one that Yizzy's about to show gives me a lot of where the wild things are vibes. It's just pretty sweet. Honestly, you're not gonna find artwork like this here. Like we're about to have celebrations, and the Lance's Charizard looks like a cartoon.
Hey,
in
here's
comparison
a good one. That's under I think under $50. It is the first edition.
It's blurry. What is it?
Hold on. Oh, wait. Keep talking.
This guy. Oh. Before we even conclude this live, Yizzy actually has to disclose. Like, we have 27 people in here. If we can get to 25 likes, Yizzy will probably may or may not disclose.
It is Blaine's Typhlosion, only printed in the Japanese version. These packs cost $1,000.
Oh, that's nice.
I didn't pay $1,000. I paid like under $50 for this card. Minty condition,
solid.
man.
That's solid.
Under $50. VS.
That's actually pretty badass. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that card art
first edition too.
Artwork is fire. Now there is this sort of conversation between first edition versus unlimited. I had to look into it. What's more rare? And from what I've heard, the unlimited versions of those VS cards are probably a little bit more rare than the first edition. But I don't know. Don't take my word on it. That's
then don't say it.
I'll get back to you guys. But let's get to 25 likes, and Yizzy will disclose what his grill is.
25? How many people we got? We got 29 in here. That's not fair. It'd be 29 likes.
It just jumped, bro. We were at 23 concurrent viewers.
And I'll tell my grail. Okay, yeah. I'll give an hint.
At 25.
Oh, I'll tell you. Yeah, 25 likes. 25? There's only 23, right?
No, there's 22 right now. 22 likes right now.
There's 23 on my screen.
Oh.
Yeah, you slacking.
No, I'm looking at the YouTube studio portion.
Oh, okay, yeah, 23 likes. 25? Should I really give my grail if there's 25?
Yeah. Yeah, Kidamori says in chat, yes, sir, unlimited is usually rarer in Japanese than the first edition. There's 30 people in here. You have to hit 25 likes, man.
25 likes?
Yeah.
Why not 30 likes?
Because that's not going to happen.
30 people in here, 30 likes?
Yeah, but you have people
everybody in here smashes the like. Like, it's not even about old people. It's it's all 30 people.
Okay,
29. I'll
fine,
do
fine,
29.
fine, fine. Look, but we're now there's
All right,
28 people.
25. You get a hint, and then if we hit the same amount of likes
Oh,
as
we just got
concurrent viewers,
26. You have to give a hint.
I'll redo it.
We just hit 26 likes. You have to give a hint, man.
No, no, I said
27.
if it is the same amount as the concurrent viewers, I'll give a hint.
Bro, now it is 27 concurrent viewers, 27 likes.
Okay, okay. Is
You have
Rob
to
in
say it.
here?
Now
Is
there's
Rob
more
in here?
likes than actual viewers.
Is Rob in here?
I don't know. Now there's 28 likes. I think you have to say
Okay.
it, man.
Gosh.
You can't even give a hint.
Okay, well, I will say it, but let's play the guessing game. It is. We're at 29. I said 30, right? 30
Yeah.
viewers.
I mean, you
30
said
likes.
30. I said 25. It's already getting past that.
All right, one more like. It is. Do y'all want to know the grade of it? 30. See, look, 30.
Okay,
Or
what's the
viewers.
grade of it?
Huh?
What's the grade?
Wait, do we tell the grade on it?
Tell the grade.
It is a BGS.
Come on,
One more
spit it
like.
out, man.
BGS 9.
Okay. BGS 9. It's a
We
pretty
need one more
solid
like.
9.
We need one more like. We need one more like. That's 29. That's not enough.
That's a solid 9, by the way. So
BGS
you
9.
haven't given a hint though. So I think you have to do just by giving a hint though. You don't have to disclose it. The only time you get to disclose it if it hits 30 likes.
Okay. BGS 9, and then let me give you a hint. Let me
Tell
go
them
to
what year it came out.
No, that'll give it away.
Oh, come on.
All right, I'll tell you within Okay, should we tell them if it's WotC or not? I mean,
Yeah.
it has to be WotC. Yeah,
Well,
it has to be WotC.
no. Because if you say if it's WotC or not, it'll give it away. Matthew, he already disclosed the War Greymon.
Yeah, I already disclosed.
That's already shown. This is
one more
Pokemon
like.
related.
This is it is. I'll give you a hint.
It's not a trophy card, guys.
BSS.
It's a English TCG card. That's it.
BSS. That's a hint.
BSS?
Yeah.
BSS.
It's a hint. It's not. It won't give it away, but that's a hint.
BSS. B as in like baffle.
No, the color. What does B stand for? Give me a color that starts with a B.
Black.
Another one.
Blue.
Okay. And then what's S? What's up in the air?
The sun.
What else?
Stars.
Keep going.
Blue star.
What's in the morning? What's in the morning? In the morning. What's in the air?
Clouds.
What else? It's a S.
The sun.
Yes. What else?
Blue. Are you sure it's blue? You have the word blue.
What's S? It's a 3-letter word. Starts with an S, Shib.
Sun.
No. The sky.
The sky. Okay, cool.
Blue sky, and then the last S is what? It's when you pee. What is the modern set that just came out?
Stream?
Yeah. Blue Sky Stream. That's the next hint.
Oh, Blue Sky Stream. That's the hint. Okay.
That's the hint. Yeah. We need 2 more. Dang, someone disliked because I won't say it.
Because they're taking too long, man.
No. 2 more. All right, switch over. 29 likes. 29 likes.
So Fat Man said Ray Alt Art VMAX.
No, Blue Sky Stream is the hint.
That's the hint of the Grail, so it's not actually that card. The set itself is a hint. Black Star Slowbro. Someone's getting close. I've seen 2 people get close.
Yeah, they're getting close.
Ghost says you got a Ray. Badly Super got it.
What?
You'll see it.
Why would you say it?
Because that's right.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Huh?
What did he say before?
What?
Just say it. Jeez.
Yeah, it's a BGS Gold Star Rayquaza.
There we go.
BGS 9.
There we go. We only had we had 25 to 30 people. Why egg it on that long?
Huh?
Why egg it on that long?
Because I don't want people to know, Shiv.
It's like 25 people, man.
I know. I still don't want people to know.
Why? You're gonna take
Everybody,
a picture of it
keep
anyways.
it a secret. Keep it a secret.
Yeah, everyone keep it a secret.
Yeah. I got the BGS Rayquaza, BGS 9 Gold Star Rayquaza.
He said, "Show us the DM now."
Oh yeah, you did. You did reveal it. I told you not to reveal it. Only I can.
Is he about to expose me, guys? Is he about to expose me on
Yeah.
who I was simping? Wait, are we gonna give this person unnecessary clout though?
Bro, she's got way more clout than us.
No,
Hey,
she
hey,
doesn't.
chat. Should we expose Shiv?
She has
Because I did tell him.
She has
I
400
did tell-
followers.
I did tell Shiv not to reveal it, and he said, "Ha ha, Betty Super got it." Betty Super got it.
I guess I'm getting exposed. Go ahead, man.
Are we showing this?
I guess.
All right, if we get 30.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
I'll show the DMs. I'll show the DMs. Are you ready? 30 likes. 30 likes. I will expose Shiv and what he sent me. Who he's simping on.
Man, you're a simp for some likes, bro.
30 likes. Mom, music guy. Don't tell my mom.
Everyone's saying it's fair.
All right, y'all ready for this?
Cover up the username though.
Huh? No.
Okay. You're gonna give someone unnecessary clout. Okay.
Huh?
You're gonna give someone unnecessary clout.
Bro, what if it's not even this person?
I think that person's legit.
All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for what, Shiv? I need 30 likes. Come on. Y'all all already liked it? Everybody here?
Just show it. Just show it.
Now Shiv wants to show it. This is not even funny anymore.
Yeah, show it, man. Show it.
Look what Shiv sent me. Does show it. Look what. Oh, hold on. Let me get my pop-out camera on.
Oh my God, this guy.
Look what Shiv sent me today.
She's cute.
Freaking Shiv.
I saw her on TikTok.
And he's over here like, bro, should I follow her?
No. I said this is exactly what I said.
Do I follow her?
This is exactly what I said.
Should I simp over her?
No, I said this is exactly what I said. It was like, am I about to simp? Am I about to simp?
Same thing.
Same thing. No. Because the other one,
like, do I follow her?
Like a loser. Yeah, I
do
follow
I?
her.
Should I slide in the DMs, Yizzy?
I debated on whether or not I was gonna simp or not, and guess what? I simped. Why is everyone saying that person's name? Guys, I'll make this very, very clear. I am a single guy. I am a single guy. You know, I don't actively flirt with
I can
people.
always twist Rob's arm for info.
I don't actively flirt with people. Actually, I don't flirt with anyone in the Pokemon community, as a matter of fact. So
Fringe, did you see this?
He'll probably see it anyways.
Fringe, look. This is what Shiv sent me.
He's gonna see
out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And then calls me.
He'll see it.
And then calls me and says, Yuzi, should I simp? Like,
no, that's not true. I didn't call you just for simping. We're calling to set up. We're calling to set up for the podcast. And here I am on my phone. I'm like, Yuzi's
and I'm like, Shiv, don't mess this one up this time.
Oh wow. I'm like, here I am thinking like, hey, should I simp or should I not simp? The answer is, I just followed. I ain't go simp, man.
Go start Ray
Respectfully. Hey,
yeah, always respectfully.
Everyone
I think Trainer Trey is like an expert of gentleman. Like, this man is absolutely gentleman 100%. To all the ladies.
So is Jordan.
Oh, Jordan, 100%. We don't simp shame
no
here.
simp shaming in here. Yeah.
The ultimate simp. Shiv.
Hey. I do it in my science.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it BGS 9 all the way.
I do it in science, man. It's a look, but and appreciate, but don't engage. It's like, you know, you're in a safari, you know, you're on a tour or whatever. You don't engage. You just Look, and admire from a distance.
And admire from a distance. What are you
Bro,
talking about?
dude, I'm not trying to embarrass myself.
Everybody's telling you to be a proud simp. Like,
Hey,
you
I
just
am
gotta
proud.
own it. You
Hey,
got like, if
bro,
you're a simp,
here I
you
am.
gotta own the simp. If you're like the super friend zone dude, you gotta own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Oh
absolutely
man, shut
embrace
up.
it. Like, don't even like, if you're already 6 feet deep in, just own it like a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Yo, Will gets it. Will, shooter makes 100% of the shot.
dude,
Shooters
you
make
can
100% of the
totally
shots
get
they
out
don't
of the
hit.
friend zone. All it takes is some time at the gym, man.
Do you have Yizzy to show? Do you have Yizzy to show? What? Huh?
Oh,
What?
maybe he's talking about like, do I have any ammo on you? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Usually simps in silence, man.
No, I don't. I
You
just I
simp.
just got out of a relationship.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything. You can still simp.
I don't simp inside. Yo, I liked a picture. A picture, and Shiv sends me a message. Hee, Yizzy simping.
Okay, tell me why you
I
like
was
that
like,
picture.
bro, what are you talking
Tell
about?
me
Like, I've
why you
actually
like that
talked to this.
picture. Tell me why, dude. Liking a picture is more. There's that's a little bit more action than me hitting the follow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Watch this, Shiv. Watch this, Shiv. Okay, you ready? I don't know why that's the first picture.
Who is that?
It's Don Diego. I just went to the first picture. That like
Oh, now
literally.
you're exposing me.
No. I was just saying, like, literally, it's the first one. Look.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
the,
is the first one.
yeah. It's literally the first
You
one.
got me.
Okay, look.
There's
Like,
Claire.
whoops.
You're about to comment.
Like, oh, and then I don't know what that gets. It's promo. Oh, look. I liked Pokey Juju's.
You're telling me.
Not
You're
simping.
telling me that you just like all pictures.
Oh, look, Super Duper Danny. Ready? Oh, I liked it. Not simping.
Almost all. But I'm gonna call a cap on this one, guys. What do you guys think?
No cap. All right, close us out, Shiv. I'm
All
done
right,
with
guys.
you. I'm absolutely done with you.
Thanks for joining the Poke Tea Time podcast. I gotta go lift, man. I gotta do something, man. It's time for me to go lift. I gotta get a haircut. Yizzy gotta gets a haircut. I'm holding out till good old Collectors Con. And
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
yeah, I'm excited about it. You know, it should be pretty sweet. Should be pretty fun. It should be really fun. They do have a trading card night on a cruise ship. That's pretty bougie, man. And then Collecticon, bigger and better than ever. You guys already know.
Be
what the
there.
guest
We're
lists
gonna
are.
be there. Be there or be square. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. If you guys didn't, if you guys had major FOMO from the last Collecticon, if you don't go to this one, your FOMO is going to be off the charts on this one. So go. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. That's pretty much it. Thank you guys for joining the Poke Tea Time podcast, where we serve you up a cup of hot takes on what's going on in the Pokemon community. If you want to buy merch, Yizzy still has some merch. Just hit him up, blow up his DMs. You know, just bother him. Hit him up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, just blow his phone up. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and close this out. We're going to sip